Yeah, it was an odd one, wasn't it, Rafi? Because it took a long time to get going, and these are the sorts of half chances that we saw, but nothing really was created.
Yeah, like what you said is that I know there's no problems for the goalkeeper, and they didn't have any difficult saves to make, except for the last one before the goal that Hafiz Rahim tried the volley, and that's about that. But the game is all played in midfield, and battles in midfield, loose passing, and have shots from outside the penalty area, and that's about that. The first half, it was all about that.
Well, we saw a lot of long-range efforts from outside the box. Was that because it was very tight in front of them?
Yeah, and then when you see them attacking, especially like talking about Albirex, when you see them going forward, you only see about 1 or 2 players up there. So it's very difficult to go forward against 5 or 6 defenders. You look at them, two Albirex players with 6 Home United players pressing them. So it's very difficult to go forward. So in order to have overcome this problem, they will take shots from outside the penalty area.
Not only were they trying to take a lot of shots from outside the penalty area, but they were just also lacking in quality. Now, this was a key moment in the game.
Yeah.
Nothing really came out of the actual chance, but it's what happened to the goalkeeper that we had problems with.
Yeah, I think he had a very nasty fall, and plus we were talking about the pitch at Jalan Besar. It's really hard down there, and the way he fell, I think it's hurt his ribs or his arms, and that affected his game.
This was the best chance, of course, before we had the goal. Hafiz Rahim, only real opportunity any team had, and at a pretty close distance. You've got to give credit to the keeper.
Yeah, I mean, he did a great save, but I think he has got a problem because when he went for the save and he fell, then he went down again. I think he's not comfortable falling. I think there's some pain there.
Well, this was the goal that somehow managed to find its way to the back of the net. There were a lot of people in the way. I think Kamara tried to get a head on it, and it was unsighted for the keeper.
Yeah, like I said, we were talking about Lee, his quality as a player. He knows that he's had a freaking in a very dangerous area, dangerous position.
So let's have a look at the stats in this game so far. 2 shots to 1, and that's pretty much accurate on goal. And 4 off target for Home United, 3 for Albirex. Plenty of corners so far for Home in particular, and not much to separate them between the two sides, of course, in possession. But it's 1-0 at the moment to Home United, thanks to Lee Kwan-woo.
And I'll put the goalkeeper off.
Second half, as we said, a big improvement, and Lee Kwan-woo in a slightly more withdrawn role. That's exactly where he wanted to see him.
That's where we can see his class with his passing and his visions, and getting players like Jordan Webb in, Indra Sharadan in.
Yeah, wonderful vision from the Korean, and he played some superb passes in that game. And Hafiz Rahim, we were commenting on how you were delighted that he has plenty of self-confidence and will go for goal.
Yeah, he's a player who's not shy to take a shot, who's not shy to get involved into the game, get stuck into the tackles and stuff. So, like I say, I've been admiring him from before when he was a young boy in Geylang. So he's not shy. He doesn't care who's he's playing against.
This was one of the rare chances that Albirex actually found a little bit of space in and around the penalty area, but once again, it was that wall of red in front of them that proved difficult to break.
Yeah. The initial pass was from Kamara, who tried to misplace his pass. That allows the Albirex players to counter-attack the ball.
Incredibly, this was the only save that Syarul Jantan had to make in the entire game, really, and it wasn't too difficult for him in the end.
Again, we were talking about the shape of Home United. Even though Albirex has got a chance, but they don't have a clear chance at goal. They were always put under pressure.
Another half chance here where the combination of Indra and Jordan proved a little bit problematic at times for that Albirex defense.
But we can see the Indra first touch, it was a bit too hard on his first touch.
As the game wore on, of course, Albirex began to turn the screws a little bit, but every so often, as you saw here, again that combo of Indra and Jordan not quite working out.
Yeah, I think the pitch plays a part. You see the touch and the ball slides.
Well, towards the end, as we said, more and more balls into the box, but this is the kind of half chance that they never really took. Syarul Jantan will have that all the time. He'll be happy to take those sorts of balls in, and he wasn't tested enough. Right at the end, though, good bit of defending.
Yeah, I mean, Kamara, he stuck his foot in. Lucky for Home United, he went to Masrezan, who has got a chance to clear the ball there.
But once again, bobbling around. Kamara and Masrezwan playing in unfamiliar positions, doing well. And right at the end, a scramble around a corner where it actually should have been awarded for another corner, not given, but it was that willingness to get bodies in the box for Home United.
Yeah, again, we must say, all the Home United players did very, very well. Everybody stick to their task really, really well for 90 minutes, and then they do their job, that was required of them, and it was a very disciplined job today.
Well, this was as good as it got for the likes of Sakamoto and Nagasaki, because they just didn't have enough service, did they?
You see, he's the only player there. Either he takes a shot or he just tries to chip over the goalkeeper.
So what do the stats tell us? Well, just 2 shots on goal for Home United. That's all they needed. 4 for Albrechts Niigata, as we saw towards the end of the match. Plenty of efforts off target, 7 for Home, 6 for Albrechts, and lots of corners, again, towards the end of the game. Very little to tell between the two sides in terms of possession. That is as low as you've probably seen all season for Albrechts, just 53%. But the most important stat, as we always say each week here at the Jalan Besar Stadium, Home United win this game by 1-0.
And try to get the one odd goal that they are so known for.
There's an aerial ball towards the box, and that created a few issues. The direct approach coming through, and the goalkeeper having a problem there, Ogino. This ball created all kinds of issues, Rafi.
Yeah. And plus, Jalan Besar Stadium, it's not nice to fall that way. It's really a bad fall for the goalkeeper.
But maybe that's the way, a ball into the box where the keeper and the defenders are not sure, a more direct approach. Home United have not been playing pretty much a passing, pressing game so far.
Home United is, well, tactically, defensively, they are doing well. They are putting the Albirex team under pressure, especially in midfield. But again, like what we said before, when they win the ball, they are quite slow going forward. So probably this ball, long and hopeful ball will create some problem for the Albirex defense.
Ogino's okay. But Rafi, I'm sure you've had a couple of tumbles on the Jalan Besar surface. It hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's really, really hard because it's artificial pitch, and it's not like the soil where you fall.
Game. He's looking pretty patient at the moment, but of the two teams, it's Home United have probably just. Let's hope it spurs on the players. Big throw into the box here. Chance here for the shot, and it's the first real effort. It's a good save from the reserve goalkeeper, we have to call him. Finally an effort, and he's hurt himself in the process, Ogino. Hafiz Rahim with the shot. What a chance.
Yeah. I mean, a good save by the goalkeeper there, but Hafiz Rahim has got a second chance on it, but he lost his balance there. Tried to put the ball back to the audience.
I'm just trying to see where the goalkeeper Ogino would have hurt.
Touch the ball will go in, and it's so apparent that misses everybody, and
no one gets a touch on that, I don't think.
Kamara tried to.
Well, do you blame the goalkeeper for that, or was it just too congested?
Kamara was trying to, and he was putting the goalkeeper off. When he will be a very happy coach going into the game with a halftime with a 1-0 lead. And pretty sure he'll tell the boys to keep on going for the next 20 minutes in the second half to put Albirex under pressure. And we see a problem from the goalkeeper right now.
Yeah, Ogino has had problems throughout this game. Remember, he's not really been playing an active part so far. Hiroaki Hara has been the coach, the goalkeeping coach, who then became the first choice keeper, the 35-year-old. But a couple of mistakes in that last game against Warriors perhaps has cost him his place. He's on the bench, so he may well have to come on at half-time, and it's a shame, isn't it, for Ogino? You just break into the team today, and then you may have to miss out. Oh, he's got. The good news is they've finally managed to get him onto the stretch. So he makes makes his way off via the stretcher.